Imagine living every day feeling watched, followed, and tormented. This is the reality for targeted individuals, or TIs, who believe they are being subjected to systematic and organized harassment. Some TIs report being stalked both physically and online. Others experience strange noises, break-ins, or tampering with their belongings. The harassment can be relentless, designed to intimidate, isolate, and silence. The experiences of TIs are often dismissed as paranoia or mental illness. Further isolating them, it's crucial to approach these individuals with empathy and respect, acknowledging the very real fear and distress they experience. In this essay, we'll delve deeper into the world of targeted individuals, exploring the impact of harassment on their lives, and discussing strategies for coping and advocating for change. By listening to their stories, validating their experiences, and promoting empathy, we can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for everyone involved. Living under constant threat takes a devastating toll on mental health and well-being. TIs often experience anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and insomnia. The relentless nature of the harassment leaves them in a constant state of hypervigilance, always on edge. This constant fear can make it difficult to concentrate, hold down a job, or maintain relationships.
The isolation experienced by TIs further exacerbates these mental health challenges. Dismissed by others and often unable to prove their experiences, they may withdraw from friends and family, fearing judgment or disbelief.
Recognizing these mental health implications is paramount. It's essential to create safe spaces where TIs feel heard, believed, and supported. Offering empathy, validation, and access to mental health resources can be a lifeline for those struggling with the invisible wounds of targeted harassment. Navigating the world as a targeted individual is an ongoing challenge, often feeling like an impossible battle against unseen forces.
One of the most powerful tools is learning to cultivate calmness. When facing relentless harassment, it's easy to get swept away by fear and anger. Practicing mindfulness, deep breathing exercises, and other calming techniques can help TIs manage their emotional responses and find moments of tranquility. Equally important is setting firm boundaries. This might involve limiting contact with individuals suspected of being involved in the harassment, or establishing clear rules for online interactions.
Building a strong support network is crucial. Connecting with trusted friends, family members, or therapists who offer empathy and validation can provide a much-needed sense of security and belonging. Knowing that you are not alone in your struggles can make a world of difference in coping with the emotional and psychological toll of being targeted. One of the most frustrating aspects of being a targeted individual is the difficulty in holding harassers accountable. The very nature of the harassment, often covert and difficult to prove, makes it a challenge to seek justice through traditional means, leaving TIs feeling helpless and unheard.
This lack of accountability can take a severe emotional toll. The constant feeling of being violated can lead to feelings of powerlessness, anger, and resentment.
It's crucial for TIs to remember that they deserve to be heard and believed. Seeking support from advocacy groups and mental health professionals can provide a sense of solidarity.
Section 5, advocating for change, building supportive communities. Building supportive communities, both online and offline, provides a platform for TIs to share experiences and raise awareness. Sharing personal stories is impactful for advocating change. It educates the public and challenges stigma. Stories empower other TIs, showing they are not alone. Advocacy involves engaging with policymakers for better resources. Fostering empathy and understanding within social circles is crucial.
Section 6, ineffective tactics, color coding, noise campaigns, and more. Targeted individuals often report experiencing a bizarre and unsettling array of harassment tactics. These tactics can range from the seemingly mundane to the downright strange, leaving TIs feeling confused, vulnerable, and constantly on edge. One common tactic is color coding, where perpetrators allegedly use specific colors or patterns to send messages or intimidate their targets. Another tactic is noise campaigns, where TIs are subjected to constant low-level noises designed to disrupt their sleep, concentration, and overall well-being. Some TIs also report experiencing street theater, where strangers engage in seemingly random acts or conversations designed to unsettle or intimidate the target. By recognizing these tactics for what they are, attempts to intimidate and control, TIs can begin to reclaim their power. Sharing their experiences with trusted individuals and seeking support from mental health professionals can help them develop coping mechanisms and regain a sense of agency. The journey of a targeted individual can be incredibly isolating. The constant fear, suspicion, and lack of understanding from the outside world can make it difficult to form meaningful connections. This is why some TIs find solace and support in living with others who share their experiences.
Living with other TIs can provide a sense of validation, knowing that you are not alone in what you're going through. However, living with other TIs also presents unique challenges. The constant fear and suspicion can create an atmosphere of tension and paranoia.
Trust is paramount in these living situations, as is the ability to differentiate between genuine shared experiences and individual anxieties. Open communication is crucial. TIs living together need to be able to talk openly about their fears, suspicions, and coping mechanisms without judgment. The feeling of isolation is perhaps the most insidious aspect of being a targeted individual. It seeps into every corner of your life, making you question your sanity and your relationships.
Jogging became my escape, my way to outrun the invisible chains, the rhythmic pounding of my feet, the wind in my hair. It was a temporary reprieve.
What I longed for was a community, a group who understood my fear and wouldn't dismiss my experiences.
Support groups are essential for those struggling in isolation.
The experiences of targeted individuals, while deeply personal, also highlight broader societal issues. In a world grappling with rising crime rates, social unrest, and economic uncertainty, it's easy to become fearful, suspicious, and distrustful of those around us.
This climate of fear can make it easier to dismiss the experiences of TIs, to label them as paranoid or delusional, rather than confront the uncomfortable possibility that something sinister might be happening.
Instead of jumping to conclusions or dismissing the experiences of others, we need to create spaces where people feel safe to share their stories without fear of judgment. This starts with recognizing that everyone's reality is valid to them, even if we don't fully understand it, and extending kindness and understanding to TIs doesn't mean we have to agree with or believe everything they say. It simply means treating them with the same respect and dignity we would afford anyone else who is struggling. The journey of a targeted individual is often fraught with isolation, fear, and disbelief. Their stories are often met with skepticism and dismissal, leaving them feeling silenced and alone.
This starts with listening. Listening to the stories of targeted individuals without judgment or interruption. Believing their experiences, even if we cannot fully comprehend them.
Sharing stories is a powerful act of defiance against those who seek to silence and control. By sharing their experiences, TIs can connect with others who understand their plight, find strength in numbers, and challenge the stigma associated with being targeted.